السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته دمان خياري ومهسنتين مeel kastoo aad joogtaan soo dhawaada waxaan dhamaynay barnaamijkii aan kaga hadlaynay sharciga shirkadaha Soomaaliyeed Company Law of Somali Federal Republic of Somalia markaan dhamaynay waxaan u baahanahay inaan faahfaahino horta waxaan ka hadlaynaa wax la dhaho corporate law or company law inuu yahay body of languages that governs the formation and operation, management, and dissolution of companies. Definition Kiswaka. It defines the legal framework of companies, rights, responsibilities, and conduct, focusing on aspects such as separate legal personalities, limit liability of shareholders, transferable shares for a public companies, and management delegated to a board of directors. Company law regulates how companies interact with shareholders, creditors, employees, and other stakeholders, establish a mechanism for control, accountability, and governance. Intaas markii la dhaho company law wuxuu leeyahay wax la dhaho waxa kamida wax la dhaho separate legal personality. A company is recognized as distinct legal entity separate from its shareholders. Waa ka madax banaanaya saamiligiisa. Waxa jira wax la dhaho limit liability. Shareholders' liability is limited to the amount unpaid on their shares, protecting personal assets beyond their investment in the company. Lama soo aadayo waxyaabaha qaar company-gun bay ku egtahay. Types of companies can sharaxnay. Companies can be a private or a public binary, labadaas aan u kala qaadnay. Limited by shares or guarantee. Holding or subsidiary companies, government-owned companies, or one-man companies. Depending on a legal and ownership structure. Markaas structure-kooda iyo lahaanshooda loo fiirinaya. Corporate governance-ga waxaan ka hadalnay company law. Waxaan niri company law outlines the powers and duties of directors, shareholders, rights, and regulatory compliances. Marka constitution-ka and registration-ka dalkaas ayaa regulate garaynaya. Nooca uu company-gaas yahay. Companies must register under applicable laws waa in lagu diiwaangeliyaa waa soo sharaxnay sharciga kambaniyada Soomaaliyeed marka UK mid bay leedahay company act baa la dhahaa Ingiriisku mid waxaan ka wada Kenya mid bay leedahay Ethiopia mid bay leedahay Carabaha UAE dal kasta wuxuu leeyahay kambaniyada ka shaqeeya la macaamilayso shuruuc bay leeyihiin shuruucdoodaas waa their constitutional documents buu la xiriiraa article of association baa la dhahaa or memorandum of association. Company law marka creates the foundation for business to operate in a structural legal environment, limiting risks, enabling investment, and promoting accountability in corporate activities. Waxaas oo dhan markaan soo sheegnay separate legal entity-ga waxaan niri waa a cooperation. Cooperationkaasna waxa loo baahan yahay inuu noqdo waxa waaye types of company-gu ka mid yahay waana mid ka madax bannaan wax kasta oo markaas maaragtay la soo dirsa company-ga legal entity waa distinct uu ka legal entity separate from its shareholders bandari wuxuu ka madax bannaan yahay saamileyda wuxuu yeelan karaa hanti wuxuu gali karaa contracts waxbuu dacweyn karaa waa la dacweyn karaa intiis awnay magaciisa independent from asagoo ka madax bannaan mulkiilayaashiisa shuqul kuma laha company-gaas wuxuu dacweynayo wixii dacweeya wax kasta oo markaas waxa la dhahaa separate legal entity waaye limited liability-guna waa shareholders have limited liability meaning their financial responsibility is limited to the unpaid amount of the shares they hold markaas waxba kama go'i karaan iyaga their personal assets are protected from the cooperation debts and liabilities company-gu wuxuu galo shuqul kuma leh wax iyaga loo raacanaya ma aha perpetual cessation or continuous life. The corporation continues to exist regardless of changes in ownership, death, insolvency. Waxaas oo dhan waxa waaye loo tixgelin maayo marka laga hadlayo perpetual cessation. It has undefined lifespan until legally dissolved. Sharciyan baa lagu baabi'in karaa mahane wax soo koomaya ma aha. Transferable of shares na waxa waaye shares in corporation can generally be freely transferred. Public company-ga kamida allowing ownership to change without affecting the corporation's existence. public companies typically allow free transfers ayagoon cidna ogeysiin, while private companies may impose restrictions. Way diidi karaan private company-gu, waxayna ka gadan karaan shareholderada dhexdooda kala gadan kara. Centralized management-ga jira waa delegated to the board of directors ka loo xil saartay, elected by shareholders. The corporation is a management of professionals, separating ownership from control. Ability to raise capital baa jira. Corporations can raise capital by issuing stocks and bonds, facilitating investment from money shareholders. Governance under the legal resolution waxa la dhaha jira. Macnaheedu yahay corporations operate under various government regulations to protect shareholders' interests, ensure disclosure, and regulate corporate conduct. Taxation as separate entity waxa waaye corporations file their own tax returns and pay corporate tax separately from the personal tax of shareholders. Marka cilada kaliya ay leeyihiin waa corporations waxa waaye canshuurtooda qaali ah. This marka establishment of corporation as artificial person recognized by the law, enabling it to engage in business activities with legal independence and protecting that are foundational, and any company operating in Somalia or other international place. But you should create laws and respect all and measure all risks. And when you are promoting company, it refers to various activities and strategies aimed at increasing awareness, visibility, and sales of the company products. Hadduu alaab iibiyo, hadduu service ka shaqeeyo or a brand. This includes waxa ka mid ah advertising, public relations, sales promotions, digital marketing, event management, and other marketing tools designed to engage customers and build a brand loyalty. Brand loyalty-ga marka waxa waaye spreading information about the company's offering to create awareness and differentiate the business from competitors. Use of a digital advertising sida hadda socota, social media campaigns, public relations, and events to maximize visibility and consumer engagement. Maxaa la rabaa discounts, waxaa la rabaa sales promotion, waxaa la rabaa what they call barges and customer interactions. Promotion activities are critical at the early stages of a company to secure funding, establish the branding, and launch products and service activities. Inaad soo caanbaxdo macna yeelato waa meesha u muhiimsan waay markii company la promote garaynayo. Financial waxa waa initial legal marka waxaa la rabaa the role of promoters individual or organization ahaan yaa handle garaynaya initial legal documentation financial yaa handle garaynaya and marketing arrangements yaa samaynaya during the company's formation ama launchingkiisa introduction ka bixinay. A company when formed requires a head start in regard to finance and resources. Wuxuu u baahan yahay companygaasi promotion company inuu sameeyo marka waxa waaye spreading information waaye about any maaragtay services or goods uu companygaasi ka shaqeynayo. Marka general promotion ku advertising waaye, publicity and public relations in la sameeyo. Marka yaa loo baahan yahay personal or selling in a sales person waa loo baahan yahay. Waxaasoo dhan waxa lagu recruit garaynaya haddana employment contract yaa qoraya. Horta yuu yahay promoterku. Non-personal selling, it includes marketing and selling strategies like advertising, directing, selling, all guerrilla marketing miyuu samaynaya. Direct selling, indirect selling, yaa distributor see lacag loo samaynaya. Waxaasoo dhan waxay u baahan yihiin single product placement-gii. Waxaa loo baahan yahay company providers wuxuu sameeyaa waxa la dhaho wax badan buu samaynaya company-gu. Marka entrepreneur haddaan noqoto in the future I wanted to establish your company, waxaa lagaaga baahan yahay inaad content-gaan oo dhan aad fahanto, detailska iyo informationka company-gaaga sida u promote garayn lahayd waa tilaabo muhiim ah. Structure-ka company-ga nooca aad qaadan lahayd, cidda aad share la geli lahayd, saad wax u ogaan lahayd, waxaasoo dhan waa muhiim. Marka idea or behind the formation of company baan halkan kugu soo koobaya with the entire process which a company is to maaragtay inuu yimaado wax existence leh, sustainability leh, the path of a company and determining the purpose of its formation. si aad go-aan uga gaarto aad u samayso wax maaragtay miro dhal yeelanayo waaraya. inta badan kambaniyadu dhexda ku burburaan sababtuna waxa waaye qofka promote gareynaya oo aan wax badan oo aqoona u lahayn. yaa laga rabaa marka role of promoterku muxuu yahay? The role of promoter can be performed by waxa waaye an investment banker, underwriter, or even by stock promoter who can perform the role in fully or partially. Promoters owe a duty of utmost good faith. marka waxaa la rabaa inuusan mislead garayn the potential investors uusan been u sheegin. They disclose all material facts about the company business. Promoters have fiduciary relationship with the company and the investors or the shareholders of the company. They must not hold any type of conflicts in decision making. Marka promoter can be a shareholder in particular company. If the promoter is the only shareholder, the company might have to disclose such information prior to the selling shares in compliance with the Securities and Exchange rules. Marka shaqada maxay tahay promoterku? Shaqada promoterku can be that of an investor as well as the shareholders, and also the sole task of a promoter who personally put the company in action. Marka the promoter conceives the idea of forming the company waa initial stepka u muhiimsan waay. marka promoterka shaqadiisa ugu muhiimsan waa to make and detailed investigation of the prospects and the capability of the business inuu ogaado, which is to be done with the source of supply, nature of demand, the extent of competition ka iman kara, the capital requirement. waxaasoo dhan waa inuu ogaadaa. waa inuu verify garayaa the reports made by the experts ayadoo ka madax banaan, free from bias. Assembling after verifying the idea, the promoter needs to launch the project company, financing the proposition. Marka he needs requiring finance, negotiation with the vendors, check the availability of loans, waxaasoo dhan prestations inuu ka sameeyo si uu ugu bandhigo cid alla ciddii maaragtay companiga danaynaysa. Legal consultants of the company maxay yihiin marka? meesha anu aan ka soo galaya waxa waaye through legal consultants, maha promoters, technical way. They play a major role, or we play a major role during business setup and promotion. A legal consultant is a person who gives personal and expert legal advice to a business or individual on a contractual basis. A legal consultant works with a law firm and is a part of legal counseling team and getting hired by an enterprise to look after its legal matters. Usually the CEO or company leaders can take that role, and it needs to have a good lawyer who is a legal consultant for any enterprise. He can work for a business either full-time or a part-time. He can oversee contracts, legal advisories, also look for all vendor and client contracts. These consultants help companies to know and understand law-related formalities. In terms of brand promotion, they help clients to know the risks, advantages, and some financial related issues associated with it. Provide cost-effectiveness legal suggestions. A legal consultant gives a commercial, sensible, and cost-effective suggestions for the effective legal management for promotional contracts. Marka waxaa laga rabaa drafting. A legal consultant is responsible for reviewing previous promotional contracts and drafting new contracts for their clients, aware of the terms and conditions associated with the different promotional contracts. Damage claims, if there's a damage, waa inuu maaragtay compensationska waxa la dhaho legal procedureska oo dhan. Legal consultant of the company should draft all necessary documents for financial loss forced by the enterprise due to the defamation or any other harm. Functions of a legal consultant is waxa waaye managing and operating the legal activities in the company, makes every legal process simple, so the business owner can focus on other perspectives and such as finance, marketing, assist enterprise owners to draft a promotional plan with minimum legal faults. asagoo ka ilaalinaya khaladaada oo dhan. Marka provide legal defense hadhow haddii loo baahdo. The companies from companigu hadduu u baahdo any legal proceeding, if a competent company demands a claim for its defamation due to the brand promotion, he stands against the prosecution and defends his clients as which is the company. Legal correspondence way, this legal expert handle the legal communications with the promotion team in the case of marketing, resolve disputes. They can solve the problems without making anyone to go to court. We call it ADR. Disputes between two parts can be solved without court. Promoting stage of company formation has what they call foremost stage in the format of a company. We call it, there is what they call incorporation. We have to register first. Company correctly constituted, registered under the Somali law. If there is no registration, there is no company, as we mentioned in our previous subjects of Somali company law. So all these things is related to the commencement of business. When we are doing or establishing a company, first what we are doing is to register and consult with legal experts. Thank you very much.